Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to SkillShift. Welcome to my channel. My name is Shay Michonne, but you can call me Shay. And here at SkillShift, we like to take those 9 to 5 skills and shift them into the digital landscape so that we can level up, rise, and reinvent. I'm so glad you're here today, and let's get into it, shall we? You really have to make a choice. The choice is already in you. You know you want a little bit more, but you are not sure. And that comes from a lack of clarity. Absolutely. I always want to start with where we are at, with what we got, right? Because coming up from the 80s and 90s, one thing I have learned, one thing I know for sure, you can always reinvent yourself. You may not be able to reinvent the wheel, but you can definitely reinvent yourself. And now we are in the time where social media is really where it's at. So let me take you back a little bit. Grew up in the 80s and 90s. Back then, I remember when my dad had one of them brick cell phones. Oh my God, you had a whole luggage, a whole suitcase for one of them bad boys from back in the day. Oh my God. But look at us now. Who would have thought? Who really would have thought that not only your phone, but your Rolodex and your computer and your music would all be on this little device? And we can't live without it. So when I come to you and I say, you might need to think about upping your skills so that you can participate in the digital landscape as somebody other than just a scroller, this is the place to be. One of the quickest ways to make money nowadays is to have a business for yourself. One of the quickest ways to have money nowadays is to level up your skills. And that's what we are doing at SkillShift. But first, it was a choice. It's always a choice. It's always a choice. We can't blame other people for the situations that might happen. See, everything is always going to happen. How are you going to deal with it? How are you going to reframe your perspective on a situation? See, the 99%, right? We all want to be the 99%. Their psychology about life is different than yours and mine. It starts with their perspective. They don't see things as hard, they see things as an opportunity. So, where do you want to take the opportunity to grow today? Where do you want to take the opportunity to grow so you can be where you want to be tomorrow? Well, you start today. You start now. You write it down. What do you like? What do you want? Maybe you want a business, but you're not sure how to start a business. Well, darling, you are the business. You definitely are. And you just got to start with where you're at. What does that look like? What does starting with where you are at look like? Well, grab your phone. Grab your phone because if you are on any of the social platforms and all you do is scroll, all you do is put hearts and likes and forward, you are missing out on an entire economy for yourself. You don't even have to be on screen if you don't want to. Why? Because they got faceless reels. And guess what? You don't need to have a whole lot of equipment. You know why? You already got your phone. You already got some sort of device. Everybody got a device. So there ain't no reason why. See, back in the day, we used to use these things called telephone books and yellow pages and the white pages. Have your name in it, your number in it, all of that good stuff. And if you weren't in that phone book, if you were not in that phone book, you weren't nothing. You couldn't be found. Now, I need my plumbing fixed. Let me go ask Siri. Let me go ask Alexa. How do those businesses get found? Well, they're online. That's how. How are you going to get found? Well, you're already online. That's how. Well, what are you going to sell? What are you going to give? What are you going to do? It's already in you. It already is in you. Perhaps you work at Costco because there's a guy on YouTube, Costco guy. Shout out to him. I came across his page and that was fabulous. All he does is talk about Costco. Well, maybe you work at Amazon because we see you Amazon workers on the tickety talks. Maybe there's some deeper information that you could give to the people that the people really want other than a dance. Maybe, maybe you work in an office and everybody comes up to you because you are really great at putting something together in some way. Well, that's your niche. That's your skill. Maybe you are the organizer of all the team lunches for the kids so that they can go be great on the field. And when they get off, they stinky and need water and apple slices. And you the one. You there with your pom poms and your colors on for the kiddos. You do that. Maybe you just put a kid through college and you're like, oh my God, it is so hard and expensive to put together a dorm room. Well, maybe you just got the idea of starting a drop shipping company so that you can help other parents get their kids' dorm rooms together. And that'd be one less thing on their list. You already have the ideas in you. You just want to figure out how do you want to share those ideas. Maybe it's just a little bit of a shift in a skill that you already have. You're already posting, right? So maybe you're going to take that post and take yourself on over to Chat GPT. Oh, AI, oh my God, AI, oh my God. Sarah Connor will be upset. I know. But AI is not the problem. It's the algorithm behind the AI is the problem. We like AI because it helps us be efficient. It's how we use it, right? So use it. Maybe you want to write a book and you don't know where to start. Well, guess what? There's AI for that. Maybe you don't have the time. Maybe you're a full time mom. Maybe you got 3 kids. Maybe they're all in school and you got a full time job and you married. You ain't got no time. That's a lie. You actually do. I used to sit at the field and watch the kids play as I studied for my certifications for my job. I'm an EPIC certified trainer. I've been training people in the hospital industry on workflows and how to do their job for over a decade. And before that, I was a welfare to work trainer. I showed people how to get off of welfare and get jobs for a good decade. So I'm telling you, it's already in you. It's already in you. And there's some information that you can use. You just got to share it. And if you don't share it, how will you know? How will you know? Well, one thing is you're here, so you're going to start knowing and you're going to start learning. Maybe you work at a particular area like the grocery store and you see things that happen in the grocery store that could be funny. I don't know. That could help a shopper out. I don't know. And you want to share that information and you're not quite sure because all you share are cat photos. That's okay because no matter where you share it at, you can always put a caption. And in that caption, you can be like, oh, there's my link in bio. And you don't have to spend a lot of money. See, coming up in the 80s and 90s in the corporate world, we learned about this thing called guerrilla marketing, almost like guerrilla warfare. You go where they don't go. You do what they don't do because 99% of the people aren't going to do it. I wanted a YouTube channel. I started my YouTube channel years ago. Throw up something here, throw up something there. Wasn't really into it. But then I got started on Facebook and I had 60-second reels. I loved it. Did it for a minute. But then it kind of got draining. I lost my clarity. I lost my creativity and my commitment. And I had to draw into myself and rise and reinvent and realize that that's okay. That's okay. But I learned how to use the back end of Facebook, the administration side. Yeah, all platforms have an admin side. Just go up to that little thing that looks like a screw for your settings and go explore. Or come on into my community and we'll explore it together. One thing I'm really good at It's showing you how to make a workflow work best for you. And there's so much noise out there, and that's okay. You just got to have to learn to be very persistent in what you want and tune out that noise. But how do we know what noise to tune out? Well, that's when we have to get clarity. I know you probably still got your vision board up from 2019. What's on that vision board? Have you gotten anything? Oh, you wanted bags, you wanted shoes, but did we ask for character? Did we ask for wisdom? Did we ask? No, we did not ask for skill. No, no. We asked for things. And everybody wants two things, they want time and they want money. Tell me if I'm lying, I'm lying. You don't want more time in your day? You don't want more money? Or you probably want more money so you can have time to do the things you want to do. And to do the things you want to do requires time and money. And there's nothing wrong with that. And there's nothing wrong with having a 9 to 5 job. I just believe we need to learn how to level up on our 9 to 5 jobs, because gone is the day where you stay someplace for 20 years and expect to have a fabulous retirement. That's not today. That's not today's prices. No more, darling. So the best thing that you could do for yourself today is figure out how to monetize yourself somehow, some way. And there are a plethora of ways. Which way are you going to participate in today? I want to know. But as always, thanks for liking. Keep on watching. And I always appreciate you. And don't forget, as you go to bed this evening, the objective is to rise and reinvent. So before we go to bed this evening, we will tell ourselves we are going to make a conscious choice that we are going to go to bed today, knowing that when we wake up tomorrow, we will wake in our best possible timeline. And then when we get there, how do we behave? But that's for our next post. So I'll see you then. Have a good one. Thanks for watching.